A power system is a story's bloodline. It flows through the world, its characters, its morality, even its themes. It's a metaphor, sometimes subtle, sometimes direct, for how the world works, how growth is earned, and how limits are broken. We don't remember Nen or stands just because they look good. We remember them because they mean something. They challenge the characters' minds as much as their muscles. They force restraint, creativity, and consequence. But if you wanted to write the perfect power system, one that rewards intelligence, values preparation, and still lets strategy outshine strength, you'd write World Trigger. No last minute power ups, no plot armor inside, just one core rule. He who understands himself and masters the principles of the power system shapes the battlefield, which shapes the outcome. Chapter 1: Intro to World Trigger. A power system is only as strong as the world that holds it. And World Trigger, it doesn't just hold its system, it breathes through it. In most anime, power is volume. It's how loud you scream, how bright your aura grows. But in World Trigger, power is precision. It's knowing the field before you step on it. It's setting a trap 2 moves ahead and watch your enemy fall without even knowing your name. There are no chosen ones here, no last minute awakenings, just cold strategy, quiet talent, and an unwavering faith in fundamentals. Because World Trigger isn't about being the strongest, it's about being the most prepared, precise, and technical, rewarding creativity and ingenuity. It's a power system that is so well structured, the battlefield becomes a chessboard, the fighters become tacticians, and the story becomes a blueprint for intelligent conflict. This is why World Trigger stands apart. Not because it abandons action, but because it redefines it. Not as a spectacle, but as a science. And by doing so, it crafts what might be the most quietly written power system in anime. Chapter 2: Power Systems as Narrative Tools. A power system is never just power, it's purpose. It's the invisible rulebook that tells us how the world works and who's willing to break themselves to master it. A great power system isn't just a mechanic, it's a message. It tells you who survives, who thrives, and why some people fall behind no matter how hard they try. And in World Trigger, it's about intelligence, structure, and synergy. And World Trigger understands this better than most. Its power system isn't an accessory, it's architecture, a blueprint that reflects the story's values. Teamwork over ego, preparation over impulse, and understanding over brute force. Chapter 3: Structure and Rules. World Trigger is a strategy game disguised as a shonen battle anime. A battlefield where foresight matters more than flash, and every rule exists to sharpen the mind, not limit the fight. World Trigger restrains its characters with rules, however, by doing so, it actually sets them free. Every battle follows clear module system. Triggers define your toolkit, Tryon is your finite resource, and most crucially, every choice has a counterplay. Like chess, every piece can be predicted, and that's what makes the game exciting. Because victory isn't a surprise power-up, it's a checkmate 5 turns in the making. This forces players to think ahead, to plan for terrain, to sacrifice, reposition, and bait the opponent into overextending. You're not rewarded for force, you're rewarded for foresight. In this system, strength is a language, and fluency is earned, one battle at a time. Chapter 4: Growth and Character Identity. A perfect power system must follow two rules. Rule 1: growth must cost something. And rule 2: limits must create creativity. And World Trigger beautifully follows both. For rule 1, growth must cost something. In most anime, growth is granted, a hidden power unlocked at the right emotional cue. In World Trigger, growth is purchased with time, practice, and preparation. Characters don't get stronger by discovering secret potential. They study enemy tape, they train in mock battles, they tweak their builds by micrometers. There's no shortcut, no protagonist privilege, and even prodigies get punished if they don't prepare. In this world, skill isn't romanticized, it's required. And then there's rule 2: limits must create creativity. The trigger system can be rigid. Each agent chooses a fixed loadout, typically 8 slots. If not equipped, it can't be used. If your triumph runs out, you're done. But instead of restricting characters, this forces them to specialize. It erodes battle IQ, a fighting trait that is often said but never truly shown or explored. Snipers don't fight like attackers, operators don't even enter the field, and the best teams aren't the strongest, they're the most cohesive. Humor doesn't just fight because he's fast, he fights because Chika creates pressure and Osamu pulls strings. It's a battle shaped by roles, a system where victory doesn't belong to the strongest individual, but the best coordinated team unit. You don't grow by breaking the system, you grow by mastering your place within it. Chapter 5: Tactical Hype versus Spectacle Hype. World Trigger proves that the loudest moments in battle don't need to be loud at all. There are no beam struggles, no sky-splitting clashes, or characters screaming their way to victory. Instead, there's silence, tension, precision. A sniper lining up for the perfect shot, a trap that was set 5 minutes ago finally springing into place, a losing team cornered only to flip the ball through sheer coordination. And this is more thrilling to me, because World Trigger doesn't rely on spectacle, it relies on strategy. It replaces last-minute power-ups with last-minute pivots. It trades transformations for teamwork. In most anime, hype is noise, a spectacle that demands your attention, whether or not it was earned. But in World Trigger, hype is a consequence. It builds slowly, carefully, like a storm that's been brewing across dozens of panels. And when it finally hits, you feel it. It's the kind of hype that makes you pause, rewind, and say, wait, did they plan that from the start? And the beauty is this: when your power system is logical, when the rules are clear, every move becomes a choice, and every choice has its risks. And that's what makes it exciting. Not because characters get stronger, but because battles get more strategic. In World Trigger, the real weapon isn't power, it's information. It's how quickly you can adapt, how well you understand the battlefield, and how willing you are to sacrifice something now in order to win something big later. It's not the explosion that gets your heart racing, it's the silence before it. The moment right before the trap is sprung. When every decision matters and you realize someone just got outplayed. Final chapter. The power of many, the humbling of one. Most stories are about individuals. A hero rises, a prodigy breaks the mold, an underdog reaches the top. One chosen, one shoulders the world. But World Trigger rejects this idea completely. Here, there's no soul savior, no ultimate transformation, no main character privilege that lets you defy the rules. Because in this world, the rules don't bend for anyone. You can be strong, but if you move without coordination, you lose. You can be fast, but if you don't communicate, you fall behind. You can have talent, but if you refuse to adapt, you become a liability. World Trigger isn't just about what you can do. It's about who you do it with and how well you understand the pieces on the board. Not just your own, but everyone else's too. It's a world where trust becomes a tactic, where your ceiling is set by your synergy, and where brilliance doesn't come from being the best, it comes from making others better. Because in this story, a genius without a team is just another broken piece. A strategist with average skill and perfect timing, that's a nightmare. And that's the secret. A power system isn't just about strength, it's about understanding, about humility, about the willingness to lose today to win tomorrow. World Trigger doesn't show us a world where the strong survive. It shows us a world where anyone smart enough, calm enough, aware enough can win. And maybe that's the real fantasy. A world where knowledge beats bloodline, where planning outshines raw power, and where being a hero means stepping back so the whole team can shine. And that was the video. Thank you for watching, everyone. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Did I convince you that World Trigger is the best power system anime? Or would you say there's other better power systems out there? I plan to explore other power systems in the future. So do let me know what you think is the best power system in anime, and it will get its own dedicated video. But that's been me from Blessed Visions, where we break that anime into what makes you think, feel, and what makes you grow. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, ciao.